Okay, we'll see fourth units cash flow and fund flow technique. What is cash flow and what is fund flow, and we can see the difference between cash flow and fund flow techniques. Okay, so first we'll see the what is cash flow. Okay, so cash flow, which simply refers to the outflow and inflow of cash or equivalent to cash in an organization during particular period. Okay, so which is recorded in cash flow statement, which is one of the most important financial statements in accounting. And there are many sources of cash flow, that is cash flow from operating activities and investment activities and financing activities. Operating activities means the movement of cash from the core operation of a business. Okay, and investment means so we may invest on something. Okay, so that activities comes under this category. So the flow of cash due to purchase of some product or purchase of some asset, or a sale of particular equipment or any other investment activities. Okay, and the financing activities like insurance and shares comes under this financing activities. That is the cash flow involving selling or paying of financial instruments like issuance of debt, issuing shares, debentures, and the repayment of that particular debt. Okay, so these things comes under financing activities. So these are three categories comes under cash flow statement. So we know what is cash flow. So the flow of cash throughout the business during particular period. Then what is fund flow? Okay, we'll see in the next slide. So fund flow statement refers to the working capital of a company. Okay, so which is prepared to visualize the change in the working capital of a company during particular period. Okay, so investors use this statement to determine where the capital needs to be invested. Okay, there are the two types of inflow of funds, that is funds generated by the business operation or some long-term funds which is raised by some shares or sale of fixed asset. Okay, so these are the main differences, significant difference of cash flow and fund flow statement. So first, cash flow is based on concept of inflow and outflow of cash or cash equivalent. Fund flow is the concept of changes in working capital over a particular period of time. Okay, and how the cash flow is calculated? Cash from the operations is calculated, whereas funds from the operations is calculated is fund flow. Okay, and what it shows, so it shows the short term position, that is cash flow, whereas in a fund flow it shows the position of the business which is in a long term. Okay, so business position in short term we can get through cash flow, business position in the long term we can get from the fund flow. Okay, and what is the purpose of cash flow and fund flow? First, cash flow is to show the movement of cash during the beginning and end of an accounting, that is particular accounting period. If it is an academic that is a accounting year means, so for particular year it starts from the beginning and the end date, last date. Okay, and whereas in financial fund flow we can show the changes in financial position of business for the current year and the previous year. Okay, so we can get the changes over these 2 years. Okay, previous and current period. And what this discloses, that is cash flow discloses inflow and outflow, whereas fund flow discloses the source and application of the available funds in the organization. And the accounting basis is a cash basis in cash flow, whereas in a fund flow that is accrual basis. So what is accrual basis? So we know the accrual basis, or that we may have transactions or recorded in our book. Okay, in our account book, but it may not occur. Okay, so even before occurring the payment we note it down. Okay, so as they occur, even if the payment for that particular product has not been received or made, so before that we are writing in a account book that accounting comes under accrual basis of accounting. Okay, so is this cash flow is a financial statement part? Yes, but not fund flow. And where we are using cash flow? In cash budgeting, whereas fund flow we are using for capital budgeting. Okay, so thank you. So these are all the differences between cash flow and fund flow. Thank you.